at 4 o'clock.
You have the amended
We thank the
agenda,
public
right?
for coming.
What's the amended one?
I sent it to you today on email.
I want to make public comment,
We don't
it's
have
not
a copy.
connected to being the finance director, so.
That was?
I said, when they come to public comments, I do have a public comment.
Oh.
It's not related to my job as the finance director.
Some books. We're underway.
The amended agenda just has two different things on it that were not on the original one. One is 7A, which I added LS Networks update. I just wanted to update the council on the status of that. And then 8A, I added elect council president because we're supposed to do that in January, the first meeting in January, and we didn't get that across. So that's what we added to these. So
Where was
It's under old business.
LS Networks under old business.
This and this would be.
I think you gave me your hand. Do you have that one?
No, that's the one I don't have somewhere. I have just.
Stone, did you have another one of these?
I can, I'll, she can.
Look at mine.
Is that one?
No,
No, you need it.
It's all right.
Okay.
Actually, swap with me because you know on that one. And I'll give this one back to Dawn when I'm done. Okay. Are we ready? Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the
United States of America and
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So you hear a motion to adopt the agenda?
I so move.
Second.
Second, motion made in second, those in favor?
I
You hear a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
I move we adopt the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded, those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we don't have any guest speakers?
I think you, I'm sorry. No. You want to say something?
Public comment?
Public comment. Shelley has a public comment.
Okay,
I move over here to the public. I'm Shelley Batty. I am a resident of Lakeview, and I wanted to give the council an update on the Friends of the Library, Dolly Parton Library Project.
oh,
We officially opened to sign up children and to collect money from people who had said they would pay us on the 1st of January. And as of last Monday, we have 127 children in Lake County signed up, of approximately 330 total. And we have collected and put in the bank $4,800. If the pledges that have been made continue to come in, we have over $6,000, and our goal for the first, $6,000, and our goal for the first year was $5,000, so we are well ahead pledge-wise. And based on history with Dolly Parton Imagination Library, they suggested that we set 25 to 30% of the children in the county as a goal for our first year of signups. And as of right now, we have 38% signed up, including 100% of the kids in New Pine Creek, and 100% of the kids in Plush, and almost 42% of the kids in the town of Lakeview. So we are really excited and really appreciative of the council support and full speed ahead. And we now have sign-up forms for children to sign up at the front desk in Town Hall. And I have forms for donations if any of you are so interested. Thank you so much.
Does this extend all the way up to like Summer Lake? and
Absolutely.
Christmas Valley and Summer Lake? or
Christmas Lake, Christmas Valley.
Silver Lake.
Silver Lake.
They have their library system.
Yeah, I know
We
they
have
have
a
a
library
library
system set up.
but they would operate on their own then to do it.
No, we are we're all
Well, I
one
mean,
big
they will
happy
take
family.
the applications
They
in
will
their
take
own
applications
libraries.
there. Every post office in the county will have applications, and we're also putting applications in like the Mercantile and the corner store and wherever the gathering places are in those communities. In addition to, DHS is taking the forms along with their home visits, and so are their version of Head Start or whatever they've got in those communities. But we have people in every one of those communities
Okay.
working on getting kids signed up. And the first book should arrive the second or third week in March.
Cool. That's awesome.
Great. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley. Okay, we'll move on to old business, Ellis Network. Roberta.
I wanted to give the council an update on that. We had originally thought we were going to enter into a lease agreement when they were going on to our property over by the swimming pool. They don't have to do that now, a lease agreement, because they are going to go on North 2nd Street in a public right-of-way, so they do not have to do that. So it's moving forward now, but they won't have a lease agreement, so.
Now, also on that, I went to the commissioner's work session. They were taking this not only to Adel and Flush, but also to Paisley.
Just about.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question is, I understand why they're gonna go into utility, and that makes sense. However, what kind of lease agreement, or easement, not lease agreement, but easement, do we have them sign, and does our utilities actually look at that? Because I know with the county, when we're doing like transmission lines and stuff for solar, going down the public right away, we have Dave Berman handle that, and then it goes to the commissioners, and the commissioners actually sign off on the utility easement.
And we probably have to do that. I know Daryl and Jeff have them both working
They have
with
been
them, but just not on the lease agreement.
As long as they've been working on it, then,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand, yeah, and you can't charge them on that.
No.
I know.
So that's why I just wanted to update you on that part, so,
But it greatly limits other people potentially going on there.
yeah.
The right of way though technically is the town's.
It is the
property.
town property, but it's like any utility that has, you know, any easement through there, so, yeah.
It's not like.
So, do we have any updates on when they're going, or when do they start? Or
They've already been
They've
working
already
in
been
different
working on it.
places or tavern. Yeah, yeah. I think they bored a spot already.
Yeah, I seen them there a while back, they were stretching lines across North 4th Street on H. So,
Cool.
okay, now we'll go into new business. Elect the council president.
I move to nominate Mike as council president.
Mike been nominated,
I'll second that.
seconded. Those in favor? Anybody else? Nobody else wants to run against him? Okay. Works for me.
You did a great job the times you were gone.
Yeah, you just been, what do you say, railroaded? All right, those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think we are.
Next on the agenda is resolution,
For the first portion here.
resolution 922 in the matter of approving authorizations for Washington Federal. Will I hear a motion on that?
Where is that?
It's in the original packet. Sorry.
Can I just ask on that if you would change my name to Sandra Wenzel?
No, we can't do that.
All right, I did it. And then you can
I'm
sign this.
verbally that way. In writing, I'm RA, and then,
Oh,
you know,
sure.
when you say it, you can use the Y.
Sandra.
That's my legal name.
You want us to call you Sandra?
No,
Okay. This
Too
is-
much.
Yeah, we can
I
change
know,
that.
it's silly, but I signed my name that way, so,
No problem.
okay.
I would move that we approve resolution number 922 in the matter of approving authorizations for Washington Federal with one correction.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Those in favor? Motion been made and seconded. Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Okay, and then we'll put that, we'll get your guys' signatures, so we'll get that back to the bank, get going on that Washington Federal Bank.
Have you notified the former bank that we are leaving?
We'll find out when we take our money out.
That'll be a clue, yeah.
yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Sorry.
Okay,
I mean, we can tell the local people, but the people that are really concerned about it not are the people in Portland or Medford.
But this is saving us lots of money by doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Well, that's not that much hard.
well, all the, remember all the fees they
Yeah,
have
those
for all
analysis
these
fees.
stupid little things?
Yeah.
I mean, just,
We didn't hardly do it.
what was the monthly bill we figured out?
About 500 a month, 5.25 million.
Yeah.
It'll be a little over 100 now. So that alone is a lot of money. So,
okay, next on the agenda is EOCCO.
and that's just their annual report. I don't know if you were interested or not, to try and keep you informed.
Probably hanging on extra so we see what happens with this vote.
Yeah.
Is this the Chuck Hoffman from Ontario?
No, he's from Baker, I think. He lives in Baker.
Okay,
Is that Dr. Hoffman in Baker?
I know Chuck Hoffman in Ontario.
I think this is the one from Baker.
It-
He's a doctor there. I don't know, Darwin, do you know? You're looking it up.
Oh, well, no, I'm asking my wife where all the votes are at.
Oh.
You gotta have them in by 8 o'clock.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot
I
there.
hope the public is
She's
watching.
the one that's coming back that I
She's
didn't
probably
vote in some election.
She's probably already signed yours and turned it in.
Yeah, I wouldn't,
I voted every time I chance.
and then everybody has their LOC bulletin.
And there was something in here about marijuana.
Yeah.
And there is almost every,
That's where that you could put it in the general fund, but I didn't finish reading it, in that time to read the whole thing carefully.
Next is the mayor council updates. Any of the council have any updates?
I just can tell you that the gala was amazing, and those of you who were there had a great deal of fun. Some people even wore fur coats.
Yes,
But it was very well attended. I think people had fun, and the only concern we had at the end of the evening is, what are we gonna do next year that's even gonna come close to this?
Yeah.
I will tell you that the chamber has received formal official notice that we are the recipients of one of the tourism studio, which means we will have a lot of information about Lake County going out in all of the Travel Oregon publications and a lot of other things. And they will be helping the Lake County Chamber work out a lot of details about how to merchandise, we're gonna get ourselves some PR out there. So it's really an amazing thing. And we've also hired a PR person who's going to set up the website, has also been working on branding and giving us a slogan. And the slogan, I think that as far as I know, what they've chosen is, for Lake County is, kick off your boots and stay a while. And next year, remember, is the 100th year celebration of the Roundup, the Lake County Roundup and Fair. So I think a lot of what we're going to be doing is, starting to work on that PR work.
And that's next year.
That's,
Next year.
yeah, 2019.
Okay. Good.
Today, I was approached over at the courthouse. I got the coach and on the board, Jeremy Winter, something about wanting to know what we could do to help them with the Little League fields. And I said, what you need to do is come over to a council meeting and ask or explain to us what it is you're actually looking for. Because that's,
They also need to
even
look
though
at-
it's city-owned property and it's turned over to them to manage, but their funding is also short, but
Is this
But
Little
they need
League?
to,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
they need
what
to look at
happens-
their agreements with the town. I think there are agreements as far as their
What
upkeep
happens
of
to all the money they make on the, that slam bang thing? I never go. The car bashing thing at Roundup.
oh,
The Derby?
Oh, the Derby?
That's theirs, isn't that Little League?
No.
that's
Well,
part
they
of
don't-
it.
Yeah,
they
it
don't
is
get-
Little League.
It's
yes.
Little League.
Of course.
And it's two entities that split it, I think.
Yeah.
But that's still
Desert-
some
Desert
big bucks,
Cruisers.
people.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, the Fair Board-
Yeah, they sell out every year.
Well,
Fair Board
But
gets a big chunk of it.
before I would underwrite any expenses, this is personal, just me, I'm not speaking for the board, but I want to see where those funds go, because there's never anything in the paper about how much they earned, and it's, for charity, because it's for a nonprofit, but we don't ever see how much money they made, where that money goes, how it's spent, and I think that it just seems like it's this big black hole that all that money gets dumped into, and
Well, I
Well,
do
and
know-
if expenditures are needed in that regard, then maybe Mr. Winters could also ask the county for some support,
Yes.
because, there's a lot of county youth that use those
Mhm.
fields
Yeah.
in Lakeview.
Nice.
So that,
So,
there's
Well,
a
the
whole
other-
lot more to this, but yeah.
yeah, there is.
well, I'm
there's-
sure
there's-
there is, but I think if we as a public support that, we have a right to know what's happening with it.
Well, we support it in a big way by providing them the fields.
Yeah.
We do
And,
that,
I mean,
and we
and they're
don't,
the
we don't
upkeep, that
charge
was
them
their
a
agreement, is to
rental.
upkeep,
Right,
and
we
they fall
don't,
short
we
of
don't
that
pay
an awful lot of time.
to do that, and I think that's huge, because
Yeah.
I am not sure about whether or not they pay for water either.
I don't think they do.
I doubt it, I don't think they
No,
do,
when-
and so that's a contribution that
The town.
is
big one.
a huge
And-
contribution.
And also, we
And
spray
they-
the weeds. I think the city sprays all the weeds out there.
Yeah, and I know that they have in the past, they hired prison crews to do painting and some of the weeding and,
Well, not last year, but the year before, we went down as the fire department and tried to burn it, and it wouldn't burn. Wouldn't
Well,
burn those weeds
good.
at all.
We need more smoke, but,
No, this was
yeah.
after air quality, because it was in March or April when we tried to burn.
Yeah, but anyway, I think we make a big contribution, that's just all I have to say about it until they actually approach us.
Right, and I will pull that agreement so we can be refreshed on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we had the same thing come up when the skate park wanted to get going out there.
And we,
So,
we just didn't want to fund individual sports.
Yeah.
I mean, that, and then there's soccer teams, and then there's,
Well, and I think last year we talked about when we would do the goal setting, kind of which, or whenever we want to, which organizations are we gonna fund and how much we're gonna fund. Because, like with the pool passes, we give out pool passes, well, you see the pool revenue, we give out a lot. So, what ones are we going to donate to, and I think we really need to have some guidelines on that, I guess I need some guidelines.
Well, and we're not responsible for the structures they have out there or any
No.
of their stuff. And so, I mean, if he says, well, we want a new concession stand built, then I'm gonna have fun. You know,
Now, that
get
one,
your-
that one
get
they
your-
have out there is in good shape.
Well, but it was an
Yeah.
example, but for any of that sort of thing, that's,
Well, they just lost one of the dugouts.
No, it's fixed.
Huh?
It's fixed.
Right, they had enough volunteers. to
James
came
at
up
the
with enough
fairgrounds.
brick and stuff, that they built a new dugout. And the winter storm last year kind of destroyed it.
well, and that's exactly
This
how it
year.
should happen.
Yeah.
But-
No, it was the windstorm.
And
Oh,
you're
we had that big
right, I don't
windstorm come
understand
through,
what the
took all the
expenses
power
are, but I
poles
do
down
know
too.
that, whatever sponsor, you know, whoever sponsors a team is responsible for, at least they used to be.
Individual
The
uniforms.
individual uniforms and all that sort of thing. Plus, when King was playing, they were also responsible for the baseballs.
Baseballs,
And they always gave them out when you got a home run. I had to buy them new balls. They gave one game.
yeah.
But,
Well,
so
I think
I,
we just wait
yeah,
until they actually
gotta
come
see
here
what they're
and
doing,
find
but
out.
What
I
they're wanting.
I
Instead
still
of-
think we have a right to know what's, how the financial end of that runs.
We can ask them that.
Okay, do we have anything else?
Are we having, executive session? No.
I was directed by our town attorney not to have.
Okay.
So I said, I will take it off.
Good
So
job.
I took it up. So later, or whenever, or not.
I'm sure it won't go away totally.
I mean, we always have one, there's nothing pertaining to.
Okay, nothing more, we'll close the session at 4:22.